You know, guys, after the craziness we've had in Spy X Family the past 4 weeks with our vacation of mayhem for the Forgers, today it's time to just take a step back, relax, and enjoy time with the family. What more could you want from Spy X Family? Now, I told you guys in a post earlier this week that we're going to do videos differently this week. I'm going to do a different format. We're not going to go scene by scene throughout the video. I'm just going to sit and talk about the episode. You know, I'll talk about individual scenes that I think are important, but we're just going to sit and we're just going to talk about it, you know? Try this format out to see how it is. I actually think this is a perfect episode to try that out on because this ain't really the kind of episode to go scene by scene through, you know? This is the definition of like a victory lap for our recent arc. And it's just heartwarming, man. The thing that Spy X Family excels at. So, let's just start talking about it and get into the finale of the Forgers' Vacation of Mayhem, as it turns into an actual wonderful vacation. And it's here naturally after everything they just went through. Everyone in the family just did something crazy on this ship. It's time for some well-deserved R&R as we see everyone is finally reconnected together. It's a nice little scene, honestly. Even Lloyd's blushing like, damn, yours always looks this good? Yes, Lloyd, she has, man. I've been saying from the beginning yours a baddie. She really is. But as we know, Lloyd's a pretty sharp guy, guys. He automatically notices that something's a little bit off with Yor, as he even mentions that, you know, your face is kind of swollen. But naturally, she's able to play it off. And naturally, she's able to play it off to him. And with that out the way, Lloyd a little bit suspicious, but still, with that out the way, it's time to enjoy the day as a family. And I absolutely love this scene, guys. Spy X Family in this arc has had some really good music, too, as we just see them going around the island and just having a good time. As we see, to make up for lost time, they just go and do everything on the island. They go down the zip line, which looks fun. We see them going tandem bike riding. Yor's a monster, obviously. Exploring caves together. Can't blame Yor for being scared of the spider here. Spiders suck. Go horseback riding, which Anya loves. Yor, maybe not so much. And just overall have a blast together as a family. Just look at Anya's face here. She's loving this. And it's just really nice, man. I've said before, but one of the things I love about Spy X Family is that we can have our serious, intense moments at times, but at the end of the day, the show is about family. That's what it's about. It's about family being together. And this little montage is excelling at showing us that. As we see that Yor has a very different outlook on their family dynamic now after dealing with Shaddy. As she even says, I hope peaceful days like this will continue forever. And even Lloyd here notices that something's a little bit different about Yor here. Even he notices that. As we see, she's finally found her resolve in more ways than one. And naturally, as our day continues, Anya wants to go snorkeling, because in a beautiful place like this, snorkeling would be fun as hell. But Yor's kind of worried that they're going to see the scar on her chest that she just got in the battle, which is pretty bad, to be fair. But even with that in mind, Yor is more than happy to accommodate Anya today to give her a day that she will truly remember with her family. As we see them all snorkeling, having a good time. Maybe don't let Yor eat the fish here, but maybe they're good. Who knows? As Lloyd notices again, Yor's being a little different today. Next on our itinerary, it's time to do a little bit of waterboarding. But someone really should have told Yor, you don't chuck your child on the board, you casually push them. As our boy Lloyd has to come in like a Chad and save the day again. Not that Anya minded, of course. And it's here after everything's said and done, after they've done everything they could on the island. It's eventually time to go back to the ship. Every vacation's gotta end at some point. Reluctantly. And it's here we see this is the final straw that broke the camel's back for Yor, because you guys got to remember, she's been awake and fighting non-stop since they were on the boat. Yor never slept, so she is exhausted. As we get a nice little cute scene with her and Lloyd here. I'll admit, it's really cute. Because she is slumped, bro. And it's here, Anya falls asleep too. And in this moment, Lloyd's never looked more like a father than in this moment right here. It's adorable. And as he's carrying his family back, he starts thinking, you know, Yor's job had to have been pretty rough this time if she's like this. Yet she did her best all day to go along with all of Anya's requests, making it an amazing vacation for her. And it's here just realizing how much Yor truly loves this family at this point. It's undeniable just how much they all kind of love each other at this point. Even Lloyd can't help but smile here. He loves them all too, whether he will admit it or not. He definitely does. As he even whispers to her, "You did a great job." As like a great father and husband, he carries his family back to the boat here. It's a very nice scene and a perfect little end cap to our cruise of terror. Our cruise of terror, but still a very sweet conclusion. And as they make it home, Best Boy Bond's in tears like, "You didn't abandon me, guys! Hallelujah, you're back!" We see that Frankie's a little bit peeved at him, but when is he not, to be fair? As we see everything is back the way it should be. But it's here. We have some matters to attend to, because this situation can't be swept under the rug, as much as the government would probably like to. As Lloyd goes and reports to Handler, and she says, you know, this incident on the Lorelei, though it hasn't been announced publicly, apparently a lot of passengers went missing. And all of them had forged IDs. As Lloyd says, I did see a lot of suspicious people, you think? And if any of them are investigating conflict, instigating between the East and West, we need to look into them. As Handler tells him, apparently the State Security Service thinks there's another country involved in this. She ain't wrong. And they're definitely going to try to erase any trace of this incident happening. As Lloyd tells her, we'll keep an eye out for any extremists in Astana on our end. But it's here with that out the way. There's only really one more thing to ask him about. As Handler says, you know, putting aside the bombings, how was your vacation? Was little Anya happy? As Lloyd tells her, I've had enough of vacations for a while. They're more backbreaking than my usual mission. I don't have to defuse bombs on them. Handler knows better, though. She knows how he's really feeling. As she says, I can't tell if he's actually clever or he's a clumsy SOB. A little bit of both. And it's here as we transition back to the house. Everyone is slumped because they're exhausted. But we see that Anya had an amazing time with the family. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. And it's here as we transition throughout the rest of our episode. Nothing really of significance happens. We see Yor head back to work and give her colleagues the little skeletons keychain things that Anya wanted in the previous episode. And they hate that shit. Like, yo, I want wine! We want wine! We want to get drunk, Yor! What are we gonna do with this shit? As we see, Anya suckered her in to buying it before they left. Lloyd feels some type of way about that, I'm sure. We see that Yuri is over the moon, happy that Yor's back, just being weird again. Yuri being Yuri, nothing out the ordinary here. As we see, he's going over that night for dinner, and naturally, Lloyd's gonna be there too. We see our boy Lloyd stressing at the hoops he has to jump through, just to try to convince Yuri about this lovey-dovey relationship between him and Yor, which as the series progresses, by the way, the line between that starts blurring. It's not becoming a lie that much. We see Anya head to school, really feeling herself after this vacation, like, yo, you peasants can't fathom the vacation I had. I was on a cruise ship. No one cares about that. They're ritzy fucks. They don't care. These kids don't care. C's like, I met Sickle and Chain Barnaby. They don't care. They don't give a shit about him. They don't know who he is. And everyone starts making fun of Anya as she just starts escalating more and more. Like, yeah, we fought sea people and all that. You know, we had a great time. I saved the world. No one cares. No one believes her. Not even Becky believes her. Poor Anya. And it's here as Anya makes it home to this tense-ass dinner here with a bunch of liars all in her life. She starts thinking, yeah, lying's a bit too much work. I'm not going to do that anymore. Look at what they have to jump through when they lie all the time. And with that, our episode and our arc ends. And as I said earlier in the video, guys, it's a nice little wrap-up to our arc. A nice little cap on it. A little epilogue, if you will. As we see the Forger family is stronger than ever, honestly. And that's just so heartwarming to see, man. Because they really are just the heart and soul. I'd argue Spy X Family's kind of become like the heart and soul of like the anime community in a way. Because it probably is just the most wholesome show that we have out right now. It kind of is. And it's just great to see, man. I love seeing Spy X Family excel. And I hope you all enjoyed the Forger's Vacation of Mayhem. So, until next time, guys, I hope you all have a great day, week, month, and year. And until then, deuces, have a blessed day. And let me know in the comments how you feel about these kind of reviews. You know, I mentioned it in my previous videos before, but I want to try to do things a little bit differently this time. You know, change things up a bit. And I thought this would be a good week to try. Naturally, if this format could use some tweaking, I'll definitely fix it, you know. Nothing is set in stone right now. I kind of want a little bit of feedback. So let me know how you're feeling about this down in the comments. But until next time, guys, I'll see you later. Deuces, and have a blessed day.